MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. Game 2 of the World Series between the Washington Nationals and the Toronto Blue Jays. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, it was a good start for these guys at home. They did what they needed to do in the opening game, and this crowd really showed up and made a difference as well. Should be an electric atmosphere again, so we'll see if the guys on the field can feed off it and take a commanding lead in this series.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Toronto Blue Jays.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can continue to stay hot. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Omar Alonso will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Man, he pitched really well in his last one without allowing a single run and picking up the victory. Let's see if he can bring that stuff back to the ballpark with him and make it 2 really strong starts.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Leading off tonight for Washington, designated hitter, number 10.
First pitch on its way. First pitch of the night here is taken for ball 1 as we are underway in Toronto. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now.
Wow, only the second pitch of the game tonight, and that's called a ball? This looks like it could be very good for the hitters tonight.
Now the 2-0. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
3-2.
The 3-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Striding into the box, Roger Baldwin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, 1 young. Ha.
Now in the box, Won Young Ha. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Nationals gone in order, and now the Blue Jays will get their initial shot. No score. With that, let's take a look at the Blue Jays starting lineup. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. Time for a look at the curly W on D. And the average big league shortstop can make every play, but can they make the highlight reel play? In order to do that, you got to be able to put your back foot in the ground and absolutely unload from that 5.5 hole if you're playing shortstop. And that's what this guy does. He brings a different element to the game. He has got an absolute hand.
Center fielder, Dave Wooten.
Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Mazul is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In now, Mark Marchant. She'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Bradley is one of the more prolific strikeout artists in the game today. He'll get into double digits in Ks, and of course that means he's got outstanding stuff every 5 days.
One of the things that go hand in hand, Matty D, if you want to strike guys.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Popped him up. Baldwin is calling for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, the shortstop, Duncan Shaver.
Stepping into the box, Duncan Shaver. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A high fastball is in there.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely do you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it, Reagan. And the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Still no score. So striding in, Isaiah Reagan.
Center fielder, Isaiah Reagan.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Stepping in now, Carlos Villarreal. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Godwin. 2 down.
Batting second, catcher, Peter Armstrong.
Digging in, Peter Armstrong. First pitch on its way. Hard on the ground towards short. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Well, this was a good start for the pitcher. First 5 guys, 5 up, 5 down, but the number 6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there, Dan. Just a nice AB by the 6-hole guy after watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Into the box now, Junior Mazul. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Fastball right over the outside corner.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
Ready on 0-2. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. One left for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score.
Leading off for the Jays, right fielder, Jermaine Godwin.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Cutler right there. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number one. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Bluejays have elected to.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. Standing in now, Marco Hidalgo, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. Godwin aboard here at first with nobody out. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. A dive, but he's back. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. There goes the runner. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Reagan giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Nick Wolf.
So digging in now, Nick Wolf. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there. Now the throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You know, I like the aggressiveness there. They haven't cracked the scoreboard at this point, so it's clear they're trying to manufacture something by forcing the action. We'll see if it works out for them.
0-1 count and the pitch. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at-bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back easily. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Reagan ranging back to the track, to the wall. Gone! So a two-run shot to left center, his second home run of the series, as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
In now, Rod Ramirez. As it's on the ground toward the hole. Scooped up on the backhand. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So stepping in, Carlton Miller. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. To his left, it's knocked down at third.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Now to the plate, Franklin Dahl, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second, reined in. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
Leading off for Washington, shortstop, Art Maddox.
Here comes the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And that's in there for his strike, 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Batting ninth, third baseman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Christopher Cutler. First pitch on its way. Missed with a breaking ball.
Counts 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike now. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. The 2-2 one more time. Hit in the air to shallow center. Wooten moves over. 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Christopher Morrow.
Now batting, Christopher Morrow. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit high. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail things here 2-0. Stepping up now, Babe Wooten. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Ball 1, no
First
strike.
pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. The 1-1. This is line to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. Around second. He's on his way to third. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero on the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
Into the box, Mark Marchand. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reagan is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he'll make it in to score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
At the plate, Duncan Shaver. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. Mazul is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 31, Jermaine Godwin.
Digging in to try it again, Jermaine Godwin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
No danger there, but he's able to get the swipe tag on the runner going by. A good save, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in Game 2. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the Nationals nothing. Standing in, Roger Baldwin. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That counts 1-1.
The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Stepping in now, Won Young Ha, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. Miller corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Ha is retired, 2 down now. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Isaiah Reagan comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And that one stayed up a little high. Way in front of that fastball.
1-1.
Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Into the box now, Carlos Villarreal, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Settling in now, Marco Hidalgo.
Leading off the Blue Jays fourth, designated hitter, number 13.
Now the pitch. Swinging a ball line softly down the line in right. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will get all the way out toward the 375 sign now. Around second now and headed for third. And it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
To me, that was just way too big of a risk. If you're leading off an inning and you've already got 2 bases easily, pull up and pat yourself on the back. You're already into scoring position, but now they've got nothing to show for the leadoff extra base hit.
Standing in now, Nick Wolf. And there's a line drive base hit to left field.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Into the box, Rod Ramirez. He swings and lines it to left. A dive, but it's off his glove. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. In now, Carlton Miller, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Grounded to third. This could be 2. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. And this will go down as an E5 as you can see the exasperation in his face. Striding in, Franklin Dahl will swing it from the left side right here. As a look, now the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. And a dive, but he's back. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Nice 2-seam fastball there. You don't usually see a lot of swings and misses with that pitch unless it's really moving. So that one must have had some real good late life.
Stepping in now, Babe Wooten. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Maddox is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Blue Jays strand 3, but they lead it 3-0.
Leading off for Washington, catcher, Peter Armstrong.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. hit on the ground out to short. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So there'll be a man aboard here to start out their half of the fifth.
The left fielder, number 8, Junior Mazul.
Now at the plate, Junior Mazul. First offering on its way. Up around the face. And the changeup is way low that time. Mazul makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Armstrong gets his lead at first, nobody out. A fastball right over the outside corner. Lifted in the air out to center field. Wooten is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Art Maddox.
Stepping into the box, Art Maddox. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. The 1-0 home. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2. Fouled off. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. And a curveball that time that broke too low.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Christopher Cutler, and it's fouled away. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. Fastball that just misses inside. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error thus far for the Nationals. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
Hey, this offense needs to check themselves right now. They have to find a way to get somebody on base and get this guy out of the stretch and make him a little bit uncomfortable. I mean, they're 1 strike away from being shut out through 5.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now. So if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So next for the Nationals is the designated hitter, Christopher Morrow. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll depart here, and you know he would have loved 1 more out to qualify for the win, but he's gone nonetheless after 4 2/3. Garrett Pruitt trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Garrett Pruitt.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Pruitt, a veteran at 35 years of age. He was a 9th-round pick back in the 2028 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball grounded back up the middle, and he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. No hits to this point. The 0-1 delivery. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. 2 out, bases loaded. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 left for Washington. Still down 3-0. Stepping in for the Jays, Mark Marchand earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply on the ground. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Duncan Shaver.
Next to bat for Toronto, Duncan Shaver. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. First offering on its way. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for round number 2. Coming to the plate now, Jermaine Godwin. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. Ball 1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
So 1-1. This is skied into short left center. Maddox has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Jays lead it 3-0. Antoine Park takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 39, Antoine Park.
Leading off the inning, Won Young Ha, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one right down Main Street.
Hey, this offense needs to get it going right here. Somebody has to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and get this team to start thinking past the baton mentality. They cannot continue to go up there and look like they have no game plan.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a waste pitch there, 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Into the box, Isaiah Reagan, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a miss at a ball down. Park was born in Maryland. He was an 8th round selection during the first-year player draft of 2030.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Throw to first will take care of him. Score at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Striding in now for the Nats, Carlos Villarreal. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
2 out, nobody on. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Ready for another shot now. Marco Hidalgo. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. The windup and the 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside. High in the air out to center field. Reagan has a read on it. 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Nick Wolf.
Nick Wolf will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Popped him up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Rod Ramirez.
Digging in and looking for more, Rod Ramirez. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Blue Jays go down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Rogers Center in Toronto. It's on to the 7th now in game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Douglas Weller is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
28, Douglas Weller.
Leading off the inning, Peter Armstrong, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 8, Junior.
Now at the plate, Junior Mazul. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Into the box now, Art Maddox. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Godwin has a beat on it, and that's the 3rd out. Nationals gone in order. They trail it here 3-0. Marco Aguero gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Marco Aguero.
Digging in, Carlton Miller. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Miller.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Fastball strike 3 called on the outside corner, and a pretty generous corner at that, as that's the first down of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And this will get taken in at first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Bluejays, center fielder, Babe Wooten.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Babe Wooten. First delivery to him on the way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Ha, shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Christopher Cutler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Wolf is there. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base safely as he's in there. My word.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first baseline. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Christopher Morrow. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Pitch is popped up. Ramirez is under it as he puts it away for out number one. A couple of good pitching performances by both clubs here. 3-0 our score as you get a look there at the inning-by-inning recap through the first 7 and change. In now, Roger Baldwin. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Cutler leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Ground ball sent back up the middle to his right, Marchand. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Up next for the Nationals, right fielder, Juan Young.
And now for Washington, Juan Young hot. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A cold strike on the inside corner. Comes set with the 0-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Wolf is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Nationals leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. So coming to the plate, Mark Marchand.
Toronto, second baseman, Mark Marchand.
First pitch on its way. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Lifted the other way to left center. Mazul sprinting after it, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, that's something you see often in batting practice. Guys using the whole field there, D-Row. I like to see that. A lefty that's just not always pull happy.
100%, Dan. The pitchers have gotten so much nastier in today's game that if you're not willing to play with the entire field, you're going to struggle.
Jacob Deleski will come on now and pitch run here.
Number 19, Jacob Gillespie.
In now, Duncan Shaver. Here's a high pop-up. Maddox moving to his left. One down.
Now batting, right fielder, Jermaine.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Jermaine Godwin. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
And you wonder about the control now as he misses high with the slider. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ha is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Marco Hidalgo.
Stepping in, Marco Hidalgo. He's set and the pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Gillespie, the runner at first with 2 gone. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Pulled toward right center field. Ha on the move. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for Toronto, but they lead it 3-0. Welcome back to MLB Network. A shot there of the nighttime beauty of this terrific Canadian city. Jacob Gillespie will stay in the ballgame now as he comes on to play second here.
Jacob Gillespie.
Richie Blackwell comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Blackwell.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Isaiah Reagan. He's the one to start off the 9th inning with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. First offering on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
1 and 2.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Standing in now, Carlos Villarreal. As with one away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The windup and the 0-1. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. Fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2. Missed with a slider. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Well, you have to feel pretty confident about the way this one's going to end up as a manager. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts from the closer. There's not a whole lot more he can do to instill confidence that he's going to wrap this thing up without any problem.
Stepping in now, Peter Armstrong, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Behind 0-2 now. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game. And this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive under the bright lights of the World Series while other guys fade into the background. He was brilliant in this one, and this is some well-earned recognition.